to the channel. Thanks for subscribing if you do, and if you haven't yet, please do. It helps out. Today I'm finally picking up my camper from the dealership. It's been there since the beginning of October, and it's now November 21st. This video will probably be posted on the 22nd though. But I'm gonna go pick it up. Have a couple things to do to it. I have a rental next week. Had to cancel the one for this week, obviously, which was about the fourth one, so there was a definite loss of revenue from that. But I'm gonna head down to the dealership, pick this thing up, pay for the repairs that the warranty didn't cover, and bring it back home. Alright, made it to the dealership. I won't film in there while I'm signing all the paperwork and paying the bill, but this is just kind of a look of the dealership. These are the new campers. So once I get the camper home, I'll do a little bit of a review and go over a few things. I'm also going to try to remove a wasp nest from the furnace inlet that the dealership wanted to charge over $400 to do. I think I can kill the wasps and get the nest out of there. The problem they're saying is because that's the inlet, the nest could be sucked in to the actual furnace part and clog it up. So I'm gonna take care of that, and I'll make a video of that, of course, while I'm going over to the camper. We'll see what happens. I'm pretty confident I can get that out of there without spending $427 to do that. I did have them work on the slides or do maintenance on the slides to lubricate them, which was also a little over $400. And then they changed the power converter, which is what takes the shore power and converts everything to 12 volts, or at least the components that run off of 12 volts, like the refrigerator. You have other outlets there that are also GFCI, which I was having an issue with. Just several problems with this camper, and it kind of makes me not want to have a camper anymore sometimes, or at least I would never buy another one. This will be the last one I own, and I do have some plans coming up when I turn 62, so it'll be gone. I'm not going to keep it. And if you do go to buy a camper, I've had 3 of them, and all I can say is the workmanship or the quality materials they use is super cheap. So you have to be careful of that. Don't expect it to be like a house, which I didn't, but I expected things to be a little bit better of quality. I ended up trading in my last camper for this one, thinking it was going to be a little bit better quality. Some parts are, but it's had other issues as well, and I'll go over that stuff later on another video. So I hope you guys stay tuned, and I'm gonna go get ready to pick this thing up and get it back home. And here it comes. Sunlight in the way. Just trying to record off my backup camera. What I usually do when backing up to a camper or a trailer, I just try to look in my mirrors and make sure I'm even on both sides, like there's enough space. I can see here and here it's all equal. So I thought I recorded this part. Change this over. When backing up to the camper, or we get close to the hitch, you can hit this camera here, and you can see much closer to when the ball is actually going under the hitch or the tongue of the camper. But when you use this option, it will automatically set the parking brake, which is electric. So just be aware of that. Alright, so when you hook up your electrical, the 7-pin connector from the trailer, this is what will show up first. So some of these trailers I don't even have anymore, but this is automatic in there, and you can add new trailers, change the names on them. But this is the Rockwood, and it does keep track of your mileage. You can set up gross combined weight alerts. I didn't like that very much. You can see it keeps track of the fuel mileage while you're towing. If you want to have a reminder for that. Maintenance alerts, I have that on, and I should update it where I've actually done, like, maintain the tires and the bearings. But time to get this darn thing home, and I'll check out this wasp nest. I do have it in the tow haul mode, and when you have the trailer connected, when you turn on your turn signal either way, it will automatically go to this display for the cameras, give you a nice view of the side of the truck and pretty much the camper. So that works out pretty well, so when you're turning you can actually see, and then once the turn signal turns off, it will go back to normal. Another thing you can do, especially if you're towing a longer distance, I'm only going a couple miles, so I'm not going to worry about it, is the engine brake. You can have that on to help you slow down. I would not recommend using the engine brake while towing something in wet weather or like snow, icy conditions. I don't think the engine brake isn't as dramatic as it is on a semi-truck, so you may not notice it as much, but I would just be cautious of that when using the engine brake in inclement weather. And when you are towing and you're turning right, you have to be careful. You can't just make a regular turn like you would if you weren't hauling anything. This truck is 18 feet long. The camper itself is about 33 feet long. Now the tires aren't all the way back. They're probably about 20-ish, 21, 22 feet. So I have to make a little bit wider of a turn so I don't go like that. Oh, it turned off. But you don't want to be running over curbs or hitting poles and things of that nature. You got to give yourself enough space when turning. On a left-hand turn, it's not as critical, but you still need to make enough space so you don't hit the other lane when turning left. And I apologize for the glare of the sun. So this is pulling into the yard because I have the goat's little doghouse over there. I don't back all the way in. So there used to be a tree right back there. I got rid of that for this purpose. There also used to be a shed here before I built the shop. Got rid of that. And there used to be a couple trees there. The hurricane took them down. And of course my mango tree that the goats ate. And there used to be a sycamore tree right in here. I had it taken down before the hurricanes along with the big oak tree. And as you can see, they will be right in the way. They'll move, but they have to be curious. They have to check out everything. And they'll come running up behind the camper.